Welcome, everyone, to another enlightening Ascension Wisdom Conversations. It is brought to you by Galactic Ascension Academy at SheilaTillich.com. Yes, this is the time to awaken and live your soul's mastery. I am a galactic grandmother, Sheila Tillich, and I invite you to relax and enjoy this time together as we discover our Ascension Wisdom Mastery. As souls, we have entered a higher dimensional reality as humans on planet Earth. This is the new energy consciousness. It has awakened our multidimensional spiritual DNA abilities, which are given to us by our galactic ancestors. Join me, dear ones, as we live at our soul's full potential, live in our wisdom mastery in this ascension time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ascension Wisdom, and I am your host, Sheila Tillich. And today I have a very, very wonderful guest that I am very excited to talk with. And today we're going to be sharing our wisdom about the Ascension time with Natalie Chilton. Natalie, welcome to Ascension Wisdom.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to read a little bit about her bio so you can find out a little bit more about Natalie. So she loves people and believes breaking secrets, forgiving self and others eventually. Essential to reclaiming divine identity, which is true love. Natalie believes nurturing self-care is essential. And why we keep saying that is because this is about what this ascension is all about nurturing yourself. So she offers intuitive, rich wellness a la carte, truth coaching, nothing is too dark, NLP, solution force counseling, hypnotherapy, and SRA informed, which I would like to know about that in just a minute. So she has actually, she's an author, all right? She has a few books here, A Ripple Effect of Impact and Resilience, Anthology 2, and her true story, Unsilenced, using your voice, words, holds power. Wow, that's a lot. I love that. I'm very, very excited to hear all about this. So, Natalie, I would love for you to share your backstory, basically. Who are you? How did you get there? How did you become a healer? And what you do now?
Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.
Amazing, amazing. It's been a long journey. All those things, have happened really in the last 10 years. They've really come out full force. But the backstory is at the age of 9, I was irresistibly drawn to massage people and touch people.
Mm.
So I was touch deprived growing up, just starving for touch. But it was like I had this, I started massaging my teachers in class. I would stand up. So I was intuitive. I was feeling what was going on and I wanted to help. So I'd walk up behind my teacher and start massaging them. And they would let they would let me.
Nice. Back then, we wouldn't get in trouble for touching each other, right?
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That just came out. It's just the things have changed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hello. Right. Absolutely. Yeah, so when I was in my 20s, I had a hard time working for people. I was very sensitive, had addiction problems because I was so sensitive that it was painful. Even when people looked at me, um, I could feel it so deeply. So I needed to numb out. But I started working, I just opened shop at 20. I couldn't work for people. And I just actually built my own massage table and put an ad in the paper and self-taught by spirit. So decades of doing it, a long story, but through the act of touching people, breathing, learning to regulate. I had, anxiety issues, all depression, all kinds of things. But the gift of being able to touch people and in return being touched because I was touching them. brought great healing as the healing went through. And
That's
I
beautiful.
love it still.
So I caught about that addiction situation because I also suffered from that, or it was one of my biggest weaknesses, but it became my greatest strength. So, can you share with you talked about touch deprived. I like that one. I really like that one. So, where does the addiction come into play with what you do now? What do you do now
Mm.
as a healer?
As a
As a healer.
healer, I am 15 years sober from alcohol and pot, which were my main things. I still drink a lot of coffee, do eat too much sugar, but I'm okay with that. I have
Me too.
I have an understanding. I have an understanding of the long journey of addiction
Yeah.
and that it takes time to let go of the pain
Yes.
so that we can be sober and feel. And for me, that's how I see it because it was a matter of unloading a whole lot of pain and kind of being supernaturally um, that kintsugi analogy about the gold, um, the love, the divine love,
I,
and molding me back together, right?
yeah. Is that how your book came out, The Unsilenced? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Thank
Use
you,
your voice.
Sheila.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Woo.
I
Well,
know. It deep,
oh
isn't
my,
it? You
it's
know,
re-
people
go
always
ahead.
ask me about my addiction, and I always say it wasn't per se a bad thing, it was who I was. However, I lived in the shame of it. And when I look at it now, it is my biggest strength, is because I found out who I was. And when I seen the book behind you, when you said unsilenced, I'd like to hear about that. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Well, growing up in a family of secrets,
Yes.
uh, being told to tell the truth, but the family living the lie, modeling. So I am the cycle breaker,
Nice.
and I was shown that predators uh, they thrive in silence. So it's our job, it's my job, to tell the truth, so that it brings that light and confront it directly wherever possible and safely. So I was directed to write the book. 214 took me 10 years.
Wow.
It was an unpacking and a cleaning of deep, deep things. Taking out the trash, taking out the
Yeah.
trash, as I say, um, and being left with clarity, healing, wholeness,
Yeah.
and achievement because it took everything I had to do it.
I like that. I
So
like
I
that.
feel I feel like mission accomplished. And now I say, if you want to be my client, you can read the book and know that I won't judge you.
Oh, that's wonderful. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about that. Judgment. What does that mean for you? Judgment. I know it's a deep one, isn't it? But you know what?
I like it.
That's getting to the raw of the meat, right? It's really the core of why we do the things we do or don't do with the things we need to do. Being judged and not really loving ourselves, not knowing how to love ourselves. And it sounds like your self-love came through at a very, very young age when you were talking about the touch.
Mm,
Share a little bit more
you
about
know,
that.
it was, I was a super loving child. So that was just like heart wide open.
Yeah.
But I was really rejected almost absolutely. And so with this heart wide open, and the arrows coming and really um, sticking in all over. So I learned to reject and hate myself, right? Because that's what I was shown. That's okay. That's what was modeled. So it's like children don't know what else to do unless there's a supernatural intervention. So the judgment for me, I feel like people know, like animals, they have that sixth sense and they know when they're being judged. And because we are so sensitive, I can feel, I can feel the difference between my projection or fear and if I'm really being judged. And I love to extend safety. I love to extend acceptance to those I work with. And I am still learning how to give it here. But that is really where I'm at now, is really fully giving myself the love and the the fullness of healing, letting it all in to the deepest level, because that's what makes us sound. That's what makes us strong, is love.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
Um, your words are so beautiful. It's still touching my heart. And I love that. I absolutely love that.
Mhm. You're beautiful.
You're
You are
you're
beautiful.
you're thank you. And I love talking to other healers to share who we really are as beings, and all that we've gone through. And I know for me, knowing that I was as sick as my secrets, and what you talked about, you bring it out and it can't hurt you anymore. When you bring it out, freedom, freedom to be able to be who you really are instead of what others want you to be. So, as a healer, I see you and I feel you. And that's what I love about the energy that we have now, is that many of us healers are joining together to feel this love and to network with each other, but also support one another, and how important it is for our love to get out to others. Would you share any new things that are happening with you? What is your passion as far as in your business and what you do? And I know you have a lot of different things going on in your business. Can you share a little bit about that?
My my present passion. Do you want to hear about my freedom legacy celebration?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I want to hear, because that's how it's like, how, that's your wisdom. That's your wisdom that you're putting out there. Absolutely. Go for it.
Oh my, there's just, since my Audible launched December 31st, was the completion of 11 years of work, from the book to the Audible, doing it in my voice, which was really challenging. So I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating myself and my freedom, the freedom of the mission being accomplished, the freedom of being whole. And God just dropped this on me, um, to take my silver and my jewelry and to help free a Pakistani family. We're literally buying their freedom,
Nice.
because you can pay their debt and free them for real. And then helping them get a business, helping them restore. Um, so that's a big thing, plus other things. And so many of the healers that have donated their services. So many have hopped on board. It's taken longer than I imagined to organize this, because it's not my strength, but it's becoming my strength. So yeah, so that's what's happening. And the I'm using my silver, so it's 40 ounces of silver, So, yeah, for $20, people could get an Audible if they wanted, my Audible,
Oh,
and they
wow.
could get a ticket to win 40 ounces of silver, about $4,000 worth. And then that money is going to go for trafficking people, for the Pakistani people, and just general recovery and healing.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. It's
So,
amazing.
in a new office,
Nice.
so
Nice.
new.
No, no, no. Well,
Software.
that's exactly what it's all about. New Earth, new us, right? And we all have
Like
so much to give. I love it.
like behind you, it's exploding with light. It's like
Exactly.
that. This is like how life feels now. And the clouds come over a little still. That's okay. Have a little rest, get back in the sun, get to work, keep climbing.
Natalie, I would like to ask you, and I ask a lot of people this, if you could go back and look at the 18-year-old Natalie, it could be 16, but I'm going to say 18. What would you say to her with all the wisdom that you have now?
I would say you are such a beautiful young woman. You have a wonderful heart, and I'm going to get you some help. I am going to introduce you to somebody you can talk to about everything. So you can get what's all the things that are bothering you, that's driving you to drink compulsively. Um, so that yeah, just to deal with the things. You're going to feel so much better after you let it out. And then I will help you. I will help you to get to, I see your potential. I see your dancing ability. Let's get you some lessons. Let's get you into the arts. You're amazing.
I
That's
love
what I
it.
would say.
Thank you. I absolutely love this. And
What
as
would
a
you say, Sheila? What would
what would
you
I
say to
say? I would
me?
say, Sheila B., you are worthy. You are worthy of everything that you ever wanted, and you are loved. For I didn't feel loved as a child. I didn't feel loved. I come from a very broken home, but I also knew that there was love there, but I didn't know how to find it. And so as I've gone along this journey, building all this wisdom, I had to find me. And like you, the things from our past forms us to who we are and what we do. And your passion, for what you do now and helping others tells the whole story. But it's so nice to know the background part. And, we share the addiction part, but there's so much more than addiction. And people think, oh my gosh, addiction. But it's like, it's just a small part of who we are. It's about our reasons why we came here and how we can move on from all of our challenges and the obstacles that stop us from standing in who we really are. And a lot of us don't know who we are. And that's what I love about this journey, about sharing with other healers, what I've gone through, what they've gone through. We do this together. We're all part of the healing process of togetherness. And as we go forward, so much more is going to come. That notion of beyond your wildest dreams, and that's true. There's so much more to life. It's the attitude and how you look at life, whether it's a half full glass or half empty. And I think it's our soul knows, just like what you told your 18-year-old self, get help. Is that the wisdom that you can pass on now to the younger ones. And that's why we're here as healers, to help others heal, whatever it is, whatever
Mm,
it is. So
yeah,
thank you.
that's
I thank you for asking me. Yeah, it's like, but I also, this is exactly how I met you, through following my soul's purpose and trusting that I am, and knowing that I am loved, and knowing that I'm worthy to have all what my dreams are, whatever they are, and they change all the time. Oh, I think I'd like to try that. And I like to stay in the joy, of being a healer and connecting with the heart center. And when you were sharing about your new adventure, helping the Pakistani and the silver, and it's like, that is so profound. And we need that so much. We need that as people reaching out and helping others so they can feel the love within inside themselves and know that they are worthy. Yeah.
Exactly, because there were times when we really needed somebody on the outside to help. And I
Mhm.
had those good Samaritans, those angels, I like to
Mhm.
tell them. I consider them earth angels that came across my path, divine intervention. So this is my turn, and and I've decided it's like I heard the prompting, but we still have a choice. And
Bingo.
I love that it's making me feel good to make this choice. It isn't, it's just there's just nothing, it's all good. It's all good about this. I want to add to my 18-year-old, I would tell her, this is the other part, is that her
Uh-huh.
sexuality is precious.
Oh, nice. I like that
Her,
one.
her sexuality is precious, and it is for her enjoyment, and it is not a way to get love. That she is loved already, and that the right ones, there are righteous ones that would just embrace all of her magic and her beauty and appreciate and honor. And then from that place of a deeper friendship, there
That's
will be so much pleasure, connection, and true love in that, rather than just being like you fish with one of those glittery hooks. You
Oh,
don't want to
yes.
be you don't want to be a glittery hook.
Yeah. You want to be a fishing hook to be able to get that fish, right?
I think you want to be like a rose bush that
Mm.
that can be just smelled, admired, watered. Yeah. Thank you, Sheila, for letting me say that.
You're
That's really
welcome.
important.
Yes,
I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to truly say that, and I feel like she needs to hear that even now,
yeah, exactly. That's
deep inside.
wonderful. I love that. I absolutely love
Thank you,
that.
love.
You're welcome. Well, I am so grateful for you, Natalie. Grateful to be part of your life, grateful to be part of society, to be able to bring these points of view across. We are ascending and we are all loved and we're all one. And I'd like you to share, how can my audience get a hold of you if they'd like to?
Hmm.
Share a little bit about that?
Yes, you know what? I love old school, just an email or a phone call, because all these twists and turns of handles or my website, you can just connect there and send a note, breakupwithsecrets.com
Nice. Thank you so
or
much.
Natalie Chilton at Gmail. Easy peasy, easy peasy.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, very, very easy. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And maybe we'll have you back. That would be wonderful. We can pick another topic and talk about that and see what's been happening since the last time we talked. So, thank you. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this little Ascension Wisdom conversation between two healers that have been joined together in this beautiful love community of humanity that's here right now. So, come back again and we'll talk real soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye. Welcome, everyone, to another enlightening Ascension Wisdom Conversations. It is brought to you by Galactic Ascension Academy at SheilaTillich.com. Yes, this is the time to awaken and live your soul's mastery. I am a galactic grandmother, Sheila Tillich, and I invite you to relax and enjoy this time together as we discover our Ascension Wisdom mastery. As souls, we have entered a higher dimensional reality as humans on planet Earth. This is the new energy consciousness. It has awakened our multidimensional spiritual DNA abilities, which are given to us by our